Hi and welcome to another episode of Derpina Mode. As you might have seen on my Instagram stories, I think we might have posted one on the Derpina Mode Instagram story as well, but Marion and I went to Florida for Christmas to visit her mother. It was really fun. This is the day after I've come back. I don't actually feel jet lagged, but I'm sure that will come. So we went to Florida and then to Tennessee for Christmas. And one of the most exciting things of being in the US for me is going to, number one, the supermarket and seeing all the wild food choices that they have. And then number two is going to Sephora and buying brands that I usually can't buy, although I did buy quite a bit of stuff that I can also buy in Europe. But today I wanted to show you some of the things I ended up buying. Marion is become such a ingredients expert that it's really fun going around and me being like, how about this? How about this? I'm going to start with some makeup brushes. I've been looking for a mini set for a while now because a lot of makeup brushes take up quite a bit of space in my little travel bag. So I got my hands on these Ecotools. So they're really little. Don't know the best way to show you. There we go. So this is what they're like compared to a big brush. It's funny because these were wrapped in a really deceptive way. So in the packaging it looked like they were way taller, but I thought they were the right ones, so I got them, and when I got home I was very pleased to see how little they are. So these will be in my makeup bag. And then they had a deal to get another brush for half price, and then Marion's mother had some Ulta points, so I actually got this one for free. I've never used a brush like this before. I've been using it for my foundation, but I don't love it. So I'm gonna see what this is the best purpose to use it for. If you have any brilliant tips, let me know. I ran out of my Jane Iredale SPF face powder. The SPF face powder has been a really great discovery for me because when you're wearing a full face of makeup and it's really hot and you want to keep your face safe, it's hard to put sunscreen on top of it. And so I had a Jane Iredale powder. It did what all powders usually do, is that it falls apart by the end of it. And mine fell apart, so suddenly I was like, oops, I need a new one. So this was the only face powder with an SPF that I could find, and it is Physicians Formula. Now their packaging is interesting. A lot of the packaging is really bulky, really extravagant. I'm into minimal packaging. I want it to be small because I'm going to be carrying it with me. So this is the one I ended up with. It is the Mineral Wear Talc-Free Airbrushing Pressed Powder with SPF 30 Broad Screen Sunscreen. And what's interesting about this one is when you do that, it opens up, and then when you keep opening it, there's a mirror, which is great. But then there's a brush in there as well, and this massive compartment, which we've been joking about all the different things you could hide in there. But yeah, so far this powder's been okay. I don't think it's very mattifying, but it's cruelty-free, it's face powder, and it's SPF, and that's what I was looking for. And then from Sanne, aka Marion, I got this Jane Iredale PureLash Lash Extender and Conditioner, which is one of her favorite products, and I've tried it as well before, so I'm gonna have such amazing lashes. It's really fun to apply as well. Then I got to pick out some little gifts from Santa, and I ended up with the Shea Moisture Oil Sensitive Skin Mud Mask. I love a mask. It's cruelty-free. It has the little, I think it's the American logo on the back. Shea Moisture is not a brand that I've tried before, but this was a stocking stuffer. And then I found these at, I think it was Sephora. It's such a joy to go through Sephora and try out all the stuff. I was trying out Fenty Beauty, Kat Von D stuff, but I really wanted to try out this brand called Milk. These are two things that I actually tried out at Sephora when I was in Toronto with Emily, and we just spent a good 2 hours just basically rubbing everything on our faces and on our hands. And I didn't end up buying them, and you know when you just don't buy something and then months later you still really want it, and you're like, okay, obviously I actually want this. And they had these little mini versions of the different sticks that they do. And this is the holographic stick in the color Mars. Obviously appeals to me. So this is a little mini holographic highlighter, so I'm very excited to try that out. I don't think I own anything holographic yet, so I'm obviously not down with the kids. They also do a foundation, which the girl at Sephora was like, it's good. And a concealer, and I'd love to try that out, but I've got the little stick. The other thing I have is this. It is eye pigment in After Party. It comes in a little tube like this. Then it's this little pouch, and it's pinky metallic one, and I have a lot of matte eyeshadows that I wear, so I wanted to see if I can make a very sort of nice natural eye look with this. So I'm gonna try that out. Also, I put a lot of different swatches on my hand, and then I took the makeup remover and took everything off, and the only thing that stayed was this, which is a good sign. Then I needed some more SPF protection, and a very good option is a brand that I hadn't tried out before, and it was everywhere where we went. It's Pacifica. It's 100% vegan and cruelty-free, and their packaging is gorgeous. So I had this Sun and Lip Care SPF 30. Now, I'm known to get cold sores, and the last time I got one it was in Greece, and I think it was because of the sun. So I wanted to be careful and get a nice like sunscreen lip balm. There's not a lot to say about that really. And then I got this sunscreen, which such a little beautiful package. SPF 30. It's a face lotion specifically. It's also vegan, it's water resistant, up to 80 minutes. And I was talking to Marion about this, and she's saying that this is one that sort of stays on your skin more, so it is a little bit white, but I usually put makeup over it anyway. And it's fine to have a little bit of a white sheen if it means you're protecting your face, because I'm getting so many sunspots. I'm trying to be really, really good but sunscreen, and I'm gonna try and switch to more natural ones, and this is one of them. It smells delicious. Oh my god, it smells like coconut. And then I have some last bits. This is a brand I didn't know about, AG Hair Care. I was like, you know when you're in a shop and you're frantically googling to figure out if something's cruelty free. This is a dry wax. It's a matte finishing mist, which I was quite intrigued by. I wanted to try some more of their things, but I'd already spent quite a bit of money, as you can see, so I figured I would just get one of the mini ones, and I didn't have any product like this with me, so I figured that'd be fun to try out. So far, I'm not sure about this yet, but the brand itself seemed like it was quite cool. It had like sea salt spray as well, and lots of different like hair care, and they have a set of lots of different minis, which looked really cute. Then I got an eyeshadow from the brand Gabriel, which they sold at Whole Foods, and I swatched some of them, and this one I went with. I'm looking for a nice crease color because I have one that I bring with me on holiday, but the packaging's broken. So this again is supposed to have like more natural ingredients. And then finally, two more things for my eyeballs. The Aquarian Gaze Water Resistant Long Lash Mineral Mascara. So mascara is one of the other things that I wanted to go slightly more natural on because it's very close to my eyes. And I have some just like general cheap cruelty-free mascaras that I love. I think I have one from, I don't think it's Catrice, I think it's Essence. And then I have Soap and Glory as well. Soap and Glory I'm wearing today, it's fantastic. But I wanted to try out some different brands as well because I'm running out of mascaras. The Pacifica one does a really good job of spreading lashes, but it doesn't do a lot. Try and use this combination, like the lengthening stuff from Jane Iredale, and then use this. But so far I think this is okay. If you have any other good recommendations, let me know. I would be tempted to also try out, so this has like one of those plasticky brushes, I guess. Maybe I should try out one of the ones that has more of the like brushes. And then finally, I bought the Essence Make Me Brow Eyebrow Gel Mascara. It's like a little eyebrow thing, because I thought it might be a good dupe for boy brow, and actually this is pretty good. If you want to try out using a different eyebrow product and you don't want to shell out for a Glossier one, I think this was $4, and so far it's been treating me very well. It's easy to apply, doesn't stick to the skin, so would recommend. I think you can buy Essence in Ireland as well, and then in some places in Europe. And you might be able to order it online as well. Alright, so those were the things that I got in Florida. It's a nice little selection of new things that I get to try out, so you might see some of these pop up in future videos. I hope that was fun to watch. I love watching people's hauls when they go to different countries and try out different products, because I feel like I'm always talking about stuff you can buy at Superdrug, so it's nice to try out something else. And that is it for now. Derpina mode, deactivate. Woo!